Nigerian government is yet to, kind of strongly condemn what is happening in India, just as they usually do. In their usual form, they will, quickly come out to condemn what has happened in a strong and fierce term. But in this case, they have been so kind of careful, and to the extent that the president is talking about the conflict should be escalate the conflict that is happening in Iran. And not only that, I'm hearing them talking about having an economic pact with Israel instead of standing on their ground as they all usually do. To the extent that Nigeria have forgotten their own what we call foreign policies. The foreign policy of Nigeria is to remain neutral, right? To remain neutral when issues of this kind of issues arises. But it is unfortunate when they send the vice president to one of these their G20 meeting, and he went there instead of him to talk about what was actually going on in the country. He negates our own problems, and he was showing solidarity with the Palestine, as if they were the one paying him, or as if it is them that gave him the pay tax for him to fly down to that meeting. So they've forgotten our own foreign policy. But as it stands now, with the fear of Trump, every one of them is going back to their senses. Now they are understanding that there are some issues that does not really concern them, and they will not just, say what they want to say, because even them are sitting on a time bomb. Since when Trump have given them a warning to make sure that the buying in this country reduce, it seems they are too reluctant to make sure that ends, because Trump have designated some people. I think Moore, I don't know his name very well, but you just help me manage it. He came to Nigeria to make some investigations in order to ascertain the facts and the reason why those those buyings were going on. And now, as we speak, Moore have submitted his own final report. And now Donald Trump is busy with what is going on in Iran. And Nigerian government is praying and hoping that Donald Trump will just wish away what is happening in Nigeria. But it will not happen. Reason being that the Nigerian government have refused to do what their best is never enough. They say they are putting in their best, but it's never enough, because when Trump gave that order, the incessant attacks have increased even more than what it used to be, and the kidnapping is on a very high level. So you know that Trump will not wish that away. There are some factors, and the major number one factor that will make Trump not to wish that away is Moore discovered that those arming these militias, these kidnappers and these bad boys, is China. And China do that in return. They get mineral resources. They are extracting mineral resources in this country, and that alone, for their own global politics, Trump will not look away about that, because when they call China, Trump will feel so Trump will look into that report. There's no way they are going to wish away that report. So in the case of illegal mining in Nigeria, it is these Chinese people that they are carrying out that illegal mining. You can Google it. You will notice that some of these areas that are being riddled by terrorists have taken those places, and the Nigerian government attacked those places on government area. You will be shocked. You'll be seeing heavy trucks of these Chinese explorers going in there, exploring mineral resources, and you ask yourself, is Chinese people immune to the bullet of these militias? And then you will understand, you will deduce that it could be that they are the one doing what Moore have accused them in his own report. And this has been going on for a very long time. This is not just the beginning. We've known that Chinese have been carrying out illegal mining in this country since when Chinese people have discovered that our so-called leaders they are corrupt. They started bringing in corrupt deals to our so-called leaders, and these guys were just cashing on it. While they were cashing on the corrupt money, Chinese were going from every nook and cranny looking for where they can explore resources, and they are doing it unchallenged. Recently, there's a community very close to where I stay, and the report has it that 2 years ago, there are some people who came around to survey that area, and they were like, they were going about surveying the area with some machines, and of course, they discovered there's a resources on that ground, and so they came about, and guess what? We heard that they came from Abuja. That is always their line of argument. You will hear them tell you that they are from Abuja, and Abuja has been giving them allegedly the backup to go out and begin to explore resources. But when you talk, they said they are not aware. But each time you see these illegal miners come around, they will tell you they got their permission from Abuja or the state gives them the power to enter into the nook and cranny of the country and begin to extract mineral resources. Guess what will happen? There was a pressure mounted on some of those kings living around here, even when they don't want that to happen. Now they have been subjected. They've succumbed to the pressure, because this is their antics. When they come around and they tell you there's something here and you refuse, you begin to fight with them. The next thing you will see is overnight you will see some gunmen will just run you guys over, and the whole place will become free for them to come in and explore as much as they want. So for now, they are giving in to the pressure, and as it stands, we are waiting for them to come and continue what they've started. That's not the point. The point here is that people are already occupying those lands, right? There are inhabitants on that land. Now the question is your government really concerned about the livelihood of their own citizens? No. They are concerned about the money they will get. But after the money, what happens to the people they will evacuate from that particular community? What happens to them? What is the compensation that these companies will give to them? None. They will have to fend for themselves. They have to go about looking for where they will run to. It is just unfortunate that we have leaders who don't even care about their citizens. They only focus on what benefits them. It's unfortunate. Now, very soon they will come there and start exploring the resources there at the detriment of the people living in that particular axis. And the worst thing is that when they degrade that particular place, when they pollute that environment, they don't do anything. They just get what they want and then they leave the environment polluted. So how do you expect people? Now it gets to a point whereby we, the citizens of this country, don't even trust our government again, because we have a government that is easily can easily betray its own citizens just because of some crumb that is coming from these so-called foreign expatriates. Because when they come to Nigeria, they call them expatriates. They don't call them by their name. But when we Nigerians go to their country, they call us foreigners. And the audacity that these guys have to come and explore resources in every nook and cranny of this country is marvelous. Like, it's unbelievable. They do that unchallenged, and we say we have government. So the Nigerian government should not feel like Donald Trump will look away from that report. Definitely is going to look into that report, because he's been preoccupied with what is going on in Iran. As soon as he's done with that, he will backtrack to Nigeria, because the Nigerian government is aware of what is going to happen. It's only you that don't know. Even then, they will say this is the next move. And I'm sure that when that comes, we will live to celebrate, because at the end of the day, the so-called resources they are talking about does not benefit you and I. So what are we talking about? So if America wants to come and get these resources, I don't care. Let them go and have it, because it does not benefit an average member of this country. So it benefits only the elite and their own foreign counterparts, like the Chinese. So that's just a place where to share this video. Let it get to whomever it may concern. Bye.